Hi and welcome back to my channel. It's 3:30 in the morning. I'm all packed and I'm heading down south for a metal detecting adventure. I'm going to go and pick Lee up at County Durham and then we're heading down to Hampshire to the south coast for 9 days. It's the next day and we're all set up. And Lee's having a brunch today. He's got his frontier stove going.
Oh, you're alright, mate, yeah. All up and running. Treated myself. See the Steve's brought us some Scottish eggs down.
Yeah, free range eggs.
Free range eggs, absolutely beautiful. So yeah.
You can tell they are by the
yeah, just
colour.
look at the colour of them yolks.
It's a fantastic campsite. We've been coming here for about 15 years now and we've always had permission to detect while we're here. And this is how we spend our evenings. Got the fire pit going. What a cracking fire.
Yeah. We've got all our wind shields up, we've got them all braced.
So not a bad way to spend a week.
Nice setup.
Well, this is our first session detecting on the campsite. We've picked a field which gets quite busy at the weekends. It's lovely and quiet today, as you can see. Most campers and caravans park down the edge of the field, and that's normally the busiest part for detecting. I'm using the Manticore today and I've put it on all terrain fast to get amongst all the trashy signals. So we'll let you know if anything turns up. Right, my first coin is a modern 10 pence. It's 31 on the Manticore. Unfortunately, you've got to dig a lot of these. If you don't, you're going to miss all the 20p's and 10p's and 50p's. Right, my next coin is a 2 pence. We do get requests from the owner to look for lost jewellery. It's almost impossible unless you can actually put us on the spot. There's that many targets here, it's unreal. They allow fires, you can have them absolutely anywhere on the campsite. And as usual, people throw stuff into the fires like aluminium cans and bits of nails off pallets, and honestly it's really bad. But the Manticore does well at picking all the coin signals up, so you know you do have a bit of fun still, but looking for lost jewellery, it's almost impossible. One of the most common finds you go find on a campsite is obviously tent pegs. There are thousands of them. The ground gets so hard, obviously they can't pull them out the ground and they just get left. Most things you find on a campsite is on the surface or just under. I think this campsite's been going for about 30-40 years now, so you're going back to like the 90s, 80s. You do find some older stuff underneath, but it's very hard to get to it. These used to be farmers' fields, so you get an odd pre-decimal. But once I get a sort of like a signal, you can tell it's on the surface. Instead of digging a hole, I probe it first and just sort of like, I got it there. This was like a 72 signal, 73. It could be a modern pound, but what I do is just a triangle plug rather than dig a sort of like an envelope hole, because I don't think the ground is going to repair as well being dry. And just a quick sort of probe, I can see it there. And that leads on to the second most commonest find you find on a campsite, and that is a tarpaulin hoop. Obviously there's a lot of awnings, obviously they're used in tents as well, But yeah, you find a lot of these, and they give off such a lovely signal because they've got a hole in them. Another thing you find a lot of is zips. Obviously these come off the tents, so yeah, it's another thing to deal with. 37 on the Manticore can only mean one thing, a 20p piece. Next coin is a modern pound. We're here. Well, my next coin up is a £2 coin. Happy days. 63, 64 on the Manticore is a round pound. There you go. It's got the Welsh dragon on it, design. Cool. Say the bank still take these. A 4-hole button. It was probably here before the campsite. Another £2 coin. Not too far away from the other one. Before we get on to Annie's new permission, I'll just show you some of the finds that we find on the campsite. Plenty of trash, a lot of tent pegs. These are off the windbreaks, cans. People just throw bits and pieces on the fires. So you end up with loads of bits of aluminium, ring pulls obviously, and modern coinage. A couple £2, round pounds, modern pounds. But unfortunately the ground was so hard, it was like concrete, it was very difficult digging. Right, on to Annie's new permission. Here's our neighbours coming for the next 2 days. His lovely caravan. Hello YouTubers! Today we're on Annie's permission. Annie is my brother's wife, and she knows a lot of people with small properties, so we're just checking one out right now. So far we've found a bit of a modern buckle and a musket ball, so that's good signs that we could be going back to the 1600s. Annie's just learning with the Equinox 800, so hopefully we'll find some goodies today. We'll let you know. Lee's just got a 47 signal on the Manticore. Oh, that looks interesting. Possibly a button.
There's a button. Keep it back off a little bit. Yeah, there's a button. There's a back
yeah,
of it there.
Yeah, there's a shank at the back, so it's a bit squished.
Yeah, a little button.
There you go.
It's always a sign of life, buttons.
Yeah, a button.
Little
Well
brass
done,
button.
Lee. You like your buttons, don't you?
Yeah, I like the buttons. That actually, it looks like it's got a line across the middle for something.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's had something on it.
Yeah.
We'll have to have a look when we get back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, cheers. Definitely is. Like, standard general service line and unicorn button.
How old is that, Lee?
The thing is, those buttons are being issued for general service for probably the last 100 years. They're probably still in use now.
Right,
So
okay.
it's classed as general. It's the lion and unicorn button. So it's got the lion on one side, unicorn on the other, and the shield in the middle.
Right.
General service.
I've just borrowed Annie's detector, just checking it out, and they've got a lovely 2021 signal, and Annie's just shouted roundness. You spotted it before I did.
Roundness in the hole.
Roundness in a hole. There you go, you can see it down there.
Look at that.
It's got a bit of a funky colour, I think. So
Ah.
anything classic. Do you want to pluck it out then, Annie?
Go on then, hold on. Oh, look at this. So, I have no idea what it is. You're the expert.
Well, it looks like a pre-decimal penny for
Okay.
starters, but obviously with the dry conditions we've been having at the moment, it's come up like a, well,
Can't get the dirt
like a
on it.
light green
Dirt
colour.
off it. Do you want me to? No.
Right, okay.
Oh, we have exciting news.
You got something news? Well, we'll go and see.
Okay, well we'll deal with this later.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
we
we'll
can
go
get
see.
What did he get?
Looks like a pre-decimal penny.
Well, I've just peeled the top over. I don't need to like sort of look
Oh yeah, it's another.
for that. You see it?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like laid there beside the imprint will be underneath it.
Hang on at you.
Isn't it?
It looks like a half penny, but
Half
what age?
It's
I
the
know.
imprint. Just clip the top of it.
Oh no.
Caught the top. Edgewood 7th anyway, this.
Yeah, it looks like he's looking to the. If you put it in your hand, then the camera will focus. Yeah, you can see his baldy head.
Baldy head.
Yeah. And then we've got that one as well.
So there you go.
Now Stephen found it.
So the eye, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't wet this one out. It needs a wee bit of work. I'll guess it's George V or George VI, would you say?
Yeah, it's got to be one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Congrats.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's like, I mean, right in the middle of the war in 1942. Doesn't mean
Yeah.
to say it was dropped then, it could be dropped after, but
Yeah.
could go with some of the military bits that you sort of coming up. It's the right period.
Yeah, some beautiful oak trees here. And the birds are singing.
I'll walk in this direction, like underneath it. That could be a dragon, is it? Is that a dragon?
I don't know, your eyesight's better than mine.
The chest and the head and the thing coming back behind it there.
The viewers know by now that I've got terrible eyesight.
And I'm no good either.
I know.
Well, I've got
Get
glasses
my-
on, that tells you
Yeah.
I
everything.
can get my dates. So I've got a buckle.
Well, that's a harness buckle, isn't
Yeah.
it? Harness buckle all day long.
Right. A bit of
A livery button with
livery stuff coming up now.
yeah, with a little bit of gold plate still left on it. I'm pretty sure you can see the wavy line, and that I'm sure that looks like that's possibly a dragon there with the wings behind it, the head going round the top. I think that's what it is.
Well, you go clean it up when we get back to the
Yeah,
tent.
we'll
so,
clean it and see if I can get a bit more on it.
and
Do you want to mention what I
Yeah.
found?
we're not sure what that is, but possibly a jeton. It's pretty
I'm
worn.
just going
But
to tell you that way, if you look just how
Y-
thin that
yeah.
is, it's as thin as paper, which is usually a giveaway to jettons. I'm not sure if I can see the little dots of brass coming through, because the vast majority are made of brass.
yeah,
It's got a good chance that it could be a jeton.
yeah.
And what is a jeton, Lee?
A jeton is a sort of currency that was used by the monks between the monasteries, because they weren't allowed any wealth or money or anything like that. They used them as counting pieces for whatever food they were using and that.
Yeah.
How old would you say this is?
They're nearly always 15th century, around the Elizabethan time, so I'd say something like that was
Right.
mid to late 1500s.
old?
Yeah, that
Wow.
old, mid to late 1500s, yeah.
Well done, guys.
Right, well done. That's it, that's it. That's what it is, that's what it's looking like it is.
Just found two more coins. One being a halfpenny, and like most of the coins we found today, they're coming out quite like cruddy. Not sure who that is. But this one I can identify as, there you go, George V. There you go, the bottom. Worn. There's a few coins are coming up, it's a good sign. Oh, what's Lee got now?
George III. Pretty sure it's George III. I saw him there he is.
Yeah,
Is it George? Is that George III? Yeah, it is. Looks like George III, pointing to the left.
it could be not be George the Fourth. No, I'm being
I'm trying to
silly.
remember which way around the heads go.
I'm pretty sure that could be George the Fourth.
Was it George IV then?
I think so. I could be wrong. I thought the George the Third.
George III points right.
Right, I'm sure he does.
Or
Yeah.
George IV will point left.
Yeah.
There could be George IV then.
Left or
George
right.
IV.
There you go.
I don't know if you know this, but every other alternate king and queen point to the opposite direction on
Right,
coins.
okay. Yeah.
Right, there's who you learn.
Apart from George V and George VI.
Yeah, but the only reason George V, George VI didn't change because you had Edward VIII in the middle that abdicated. So he was going to point the opposite way, but he abdicated and disappeared. So George VI faced the same way as George V. But Edward VIII would have pointed the opposite direction.
Focus.
That's why the direction that they point often tells you who they are.
There you
I
go.
see.
All right, nice coin. Well
Right,
done.
cool.
Lisa's had a big chunk of lead, and I've just had a
I think it's 1866.
Victorian penny.
Yeah, you'll get Victoria penny.
It's pretty cool. There you go. I think Pete would be happy with that. You can see it through the screen there. Look,
Yeah.
Annie.
Yeah, very happy.
There you go. Well, here's a roundup from Annie's permission. We have had a little bit more information to say that possibly some RAF planes were stored there during the war. So yeah, we got loads of bits, which probably will explain that. A lot of horse harnesses and bits and pieces, buckles, that's probably military as well. So maybe they're using the horses to pull the aircraft about. Obviously there's a lot of furniture fittings, and maybe they had bonfires, you don't know. But this permission has got huge potential. It's only 4 acres, but we did find quite a lot of coins and nice interesting bits. That is a bell, which is quite nice. That looks like possibly Art Deco period. A bit of jewellery. Again a bullet, which probably was from the Second World War. Some nice buttons. That's like got a rampant lion on it. 4-hole trouser button, which probably could be military as well. And we're not sure what this is. If anyone knows, let us know in the comments. But I wonder if that's a timer for like a mortar or anti-aircraft. And the coins. The oldest coins are the Victorian bunheads. There you go. Fortunately, the soil is quite nasty there. It does rot through the coins. Some chip halfpennies. That's possibly a token. You can see 17, possibly 82 on it. GB. Some George V. A modern 20p. I'm not sure what this is. This possibly could be a jeton. As you can see, it's been well worn. Very interesting. So did you have a good time, Annie?
I had a brilliant time. Thank you so much for you guys to showing me the ropes. Because I wouldn't know any of it.
Yeah, well, obviously the land's got huge potential. I know you're wanting to find a few bucket listers, like a silver coin, but I'm sure there'll be one there somewhere. So you just have to keep on working through all the trash to find the goodies. And hopefully we'll do. If you want to follow Annie, she has got a YouTube channel called Caravan Cavapoo Escapes. And yeah, I'll put the link in the description. And please go over and check her channel out.
Thank you, Stephen.
Yeah, brilliant.